If we know something about the Xbox ecosystem, then it's that Microsoft is constantly working on improving the experience of gaming on Xbox. Just yesterday they announced two major improvements for Xbox gamers. First, they announced that Dolby Vision is now available on Xbox consoles, and today we will be discussing what that means for games and what the technology actually is and what your TV needs to support to take advantage of Dolby Vision. And second, Xbox announced that xCloud is now available on Xbox One consoles so that gamers can play Xbox Series X games on their old hardware. And even though the main focus of this video is Dolby Vision, we will be discussing how you will be able to access xCloud gaming on Xbox One. Hello gamers from around the world, this is Boxenberger, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with a video on some awesome technologies coming to the Xbox ecosystem. As always, we will break down the tech talk in understandable words, and I do hope you will learn a thing or two along the way. But before we discuss everything, you should treat yourself and set your player to full 4K 60 FPS to get the best audio-visual experience I can deliver to you. And if you feel entertained while watching this video, it would be awesome of you to consider to hit the like and subscribe button and maybe even turn on the notification bell. Okay, but now let's talk about Dolby Vision. Xbox has announced that as of September 28th, gaming with Dolby Vision is launching on the Xbox Series X and S. That means that more than 100 next-gen HDR titles are being optimized for the Series consoles and are available now or coming out very soon in Dolby Vision. Those games will be natively supported games that are built to take full advantage of all that Dolby Vision has to offer. Some of these games are available right now, others, like for instance Halo Infinite, will be coming really soon to take natively advantage of the technology. But in addition to that, thousands of other titles that use the classic HDR10 format or Auto HDR games will also benefit from an improved picture quality through the new Dolby Vision enhancements on Xbox Series X and S. So even games that are not built to support Dolby Vision from the ground up will benefit from some of the improvements that Dolby Vision will be delivering. From what we know so far, this will mostly affect the color gamut in games and improved contrasts. Dynamic adjustments of HDR settings will probably not be available through the automated Dolby Vision enhancement. But what that actually means is something that we will be discussing in a second. With like every announcement, people seem to be concerned, but Xbox reassured that Dolby Vision is fully compatible with all next-gen features, or by now we should say current-gen features, like DirectX ray tracing, the automated low latency mode, variable refresh rate, or 120 frames per second gameplay. None of these things will be affected by Dolby Vision, so you won't get like a special Dolby Vision mode in a game or something like that. Dolby Vision will only enhance your image quality on your TV or display. Now this announcement is pretty awesome, and of course I've already seen people out there downplaying this technology, but I want to use this opportunity to explain what it actually is, and with that you will probably understand why I'm so excited that this is now available to all Xbox gamers, because it will help to make the games look even better. Okay, but what is Dolby Vision actually doing? For that we need to understand what HDR and SDR actually is, and I want to dismiss one thing that I have seen a lot of so-called quote-unquote experts saying out there on social media. Dolby Vision is not a rendering technique. It is not changing your pixel count, your frame rates, your level of detail in the game, or whatsoever. It is a technology that makes an image look better on a screen that supports it. Okay, what is HDR? It all starts of course with our human eye. If we see with our human eyes real objects in real life, we can see a broad spectrum of different kinds of colors with billions upon billions of different nuances in actual colors. In addition to that, our eyes see different brightnesses, which is basically seeing contrasts. And our eyes are pretty awesome. We can see in very dark rooms or spaces, as well as in bright lit environments. So basically our eyes are incredibly good sensors that can see a ton of different contrasts and a ton of different colors. Now, if a camera captures an image, we of course get losses through the actual capturing process, maybe through a lens or whatever. Also, the captured material or image has to be post-processed, which will also result in a compressed format. But the biggest limitation in depicting an image on a screen is the actual screen. A screen can only depict a certain range of colors, which is significantly less than we have in real life. The standard SDR screens are usually 8-bit panels, which means that they have for each color channel, red, green and blue, 256 different colors, which means that in total they can depict more than 16 million colors, which really isn't that much. So that is SDR. Our standard HDR format is HDR10 and makes use of a 10-bit color panel, which means that per color channel they have now 1024 color gradings, which results in the possibility to depict more than 1 billion different colors, and that's why HDR images look so much more vibrant than our standard SDR image. And probably most of you already have an HDR display at home and have experienced HDR gaming. And just like with colors, the same goes for brightnesses, which can be depicted much more granularly in HDR because they have 1024 different brightnesses they can depict per pixel, making contrasts way better, black levels darker and peak brightnesses brighter. Now that's the standard HDR format called HDR10, but what is Dolby Vision? Dolby Vision has two major advantages over the standard HDR10 format. The first is it can support 12-bit panels. That gives you 4096 colors per color channel, resulting in more than 68 billion colors, which is closer to real life than ever before. In addition to that, Dolby Vision can obviously also depict even better contrasts with better brightnesses and deeper black levels. The second and even more important advantage is that Dolby Vision is a dynamic format. But what does that mean? The standard HDR format is a static format. That means that the developers have to preset all brightness values that can appear throughout the movie, or in our case a game. So even though you have like 1024 different brightness levels available in HDR10, if you are, let's say, in a dark cave, you cannot use those 1024 different brightness levels or color steps. Only some of them are available for developers to use, because the steps have to be equally distributed across all scenes in the game. So when you step outside of the cave and have a bright sky, the values for this bright sky have to be saved. Now, Dolby Vision allows for dynamic metadata settings. That means that each image can make use of the full range of up to 4096 steps. Nothing has to be reserved. Each image can use the full range that is available. This is why Dolby Vision allows for more accuracy of colors and brightnesses than ever before. Colors will pop, contrasts will be awesome, and glare effects will actually glare you. It is hard to depict the difference in this video. It is something you have to see for yourself. Through YouTube we have to make use of washed out images in order to visualize what it means to have Dolby Vision, and that's what Xbox and Dolby is also doing in these advertisement videos here. But rest assured, if your TV supports Dolby Vision, you are in for a treat. Most TV manufacturers support it in their latest versions of their TVs, except Samsung. The TV manufacturers have to pay a license fee to Dolby in order to use it, and Samsung for some reason don't want to pay it. But for instance, the very popular LG OLED TVs support it, but also the more pricey TCLs. So outside of Samsung, almost all TV manufacturers support it, and if you have a 2020 or 2021 TV, chances are high that your TV can depict Dolby Vision. Okay, let me be frank here, Dolby Vision has me more excited than some of these pixel countings, because it will actually improve the image quality that you see on your TV in a significant way. But before this video is getting too long, let's move on to the second big announcement of yesterday, and that's the availability of xCloud on Xbox One consoles. This was teased earlier this year and is now available for Xbox Alpha insiders. That means that as of September 28th, gamers can now play on Xbox One, Xbox One S and Xbox One X, as well as Xbox Series consoles, by the way, xCloud games. So why is this such a big deal? Well, for a while now the discussion is out there. When will we see true current gen games? Games that won't run natively anymore on the Xbox One family. Games that are built from the ground up to support all the features that are included in the Xbox Series X. In one of my last videos I discussed these games, and that starting in 2022 Xbox will almost only launch current gen only games. Starfield, Redfall, Stalker 2, etc. will only be available on current gen hardware, but since Microsoft has installed in their data centers Xbox Series consoles, gamers will now be able to play on the Xbox One consoles games that can only run on Xbox Series consoles. You simply have to go to My Games and Apps, Full Library, Xbox Game Pass, and set the filter to Cloud Gaming to see all games available and launch them directly from your Xbox One console without any downloads whatsoever. This is fantastic news. Developers don't have to build their games for the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S and PC anymore. They can focus more and leverage a bunch of new technologies. And they can do that without leaving gamers behind, especially considering that the Series consoles are still very hard to find in stores. But with that, I want to wrap it up. Xbox has shown that they are constantly trying to improve the gaming experience on their platform. A lot of stuff like auto HDR, auto frame rate boost, low latency mode, etc. are already out there and are some examples. Dolby Vision will be an awesome addition for gamers out there because it will actually improve the image quality significantly outside of the pixel counts. Xbox is now the only console out there that supports this kind of image format, and with that the visual presentation of all games will definitely benefit on this platform. In addition to that, Microsoft kept their promise of leaving no gamers behind. Even when the current gen only games will start to come out in 2022, gamers will be able to play on older Xbox consoles the true current gen experiences. These are true customer friendly moves, and I'm more excited than ever to play the big releases this year and beyond on my Xbox Series X. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned a thing or two, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even further, you can become a channel member and get early access to my videos and custom made badges and emojis. And let me thank everyone who supports this channel in any kind of way. You guys rock big time and make this channel to what it is. And now let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Dolby Vision? What's your take on xCloud on Xbox One consoles? And besides here on YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter, where I share a lot of opinions and gaming discussions. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I see you the next time, and game on!